sharing with you three of my most favorite childhood recipes, and I make them quite frequently. So, you will definitely get the same results if you follow these steps. Hope you like this recipe. So, let's get started. So yes, the first recipe is ghugni, and this is only the salty recipe actually which I'm sharing because I make it frequently for morning breakfast. And this is white peas which I've soaked overnight. It's around 1 cup, which I've soaked with 2 cups of water. And now I will pressure cook it along with a bay leaf, a little bit of soda bicarb, and a little bit of salt. So this goes into the pressure cooker and I'll whistle it for around 3 to 4 whistles on medium flame. Now I'm preparing the masala while the white peas are cooking. So for the masala I have taken around 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. If you like the flavor, so you can increase the quantity. And I'm chopping very roughly around 2 to 3 onions because it's going into the blender, so you don't have to make it you don't have to chop it fine. So yeah, roughly chopped onions around 2 to 3 will do. Now also for the paste I'm adding a little bit of ginger. It's around half an inch, and 2 green chilies. If you like to spice it up more, you can add more. So that I will make into a paste. And now I have heated around 1 tablespoon of mustard oil, to which I've added half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, whole cumin seeds, and a whole red chili. So this is the paste of the masala, and I will just fry it till the raw smell goes. So this will take around couple of minutes. So now I have added powdered masala. Sorry for the camera not being rolling then. So it's around 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Now I'm adding a little bit of the white pea water only to cook the masala because I use less oil, and that's totally fine. You won't, I mean to say, it doesn't make much difference other than that it is more healthy. So yeah, you can see that the masala is now rolled into a dough, which is one of the way of knowing that your masala is totally cooked, and you won't find that raw smell any further. So after that I have added the cooked white peas to it, and now I will mix it very nicely so that the masala is no more lumpy. And once the masala gets totally mixed, I'll cover and cook it or simmer it for around 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes I can see that it is totally cooked. So after 10 minutes I'll just add in half a juice of lemon. If you like it like more sour, you can add more lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of Bengali garam masala powder, and 2 teaspoon of tomato ketchup. Like if you don't like the raw smell of tomato ketchup, you can add it when you are frying the masala. I prefer it this way. So again I will cover and cook it for around 2 to 3 minutes more, and it's totally done. You can serve it with chopped onions and just squeeze a little bit of lemon before serving. You can serve it with puri, and it's totally yum. So these are not authentic style recipes, like I've tweaked it according to my preference and time crunch. Do give it a try and share your feedback. Yes, being a Bengali, I love Rosogullas, and I love the hot ones, so I'm a bit biased, and I always end up making this at home because hot ones are not available in stores. So it's pretty simple. You will get the same result at the end. So for that I have heated around 1 liter of full fat milk, and I've added 3 tablespoons of vinegar, synthetic vinegar, and I've passed it under the cold water. So this stops the process of cooking of the chena any further, and also drains out the vinegary smell or anything if you expect. So I have let it sit for the excess water to drain. You can squeeze it out Now I'm making this simple syrup. For that I'm adding 3 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar, and I'll let the syrup simmer on gas stove while I prepare the chena. For that I'm using a blender, and this way you end up making the dough perfect very quickly. So this blending takes around 7 to 8 seconds, or a few more seconds you can say. So yes, you just have to make sure that the chena becomes into a fine paste, and when you try to like take it out, it ends up into a rolly ball or dough. So yes, after that I will knead it further for around 2 to 3 minutes, or until your palm becomes totally oily. So once I'm satisfied with the kneading, which basically is when you roll the dough, it becomes into a ball and you don't get to see those cracks on it, on the surface of it. So yes, I ended up making around 17 or 18 pieces because I make a pretty small one. So you can see the syrup is ready, and you don't have to wait for those strings. Once the sugar melts and the syrup starts simmering, you just can drop in the rasgullas. So don't add all to it, but this is a 3-liter cooker to which I'm adding only 6 rasgullas. These are very medium sized, and I set the timer to 5 minutes and I let it simmer for 5 minutes in open pressure cooker. I don't put the lid on. Once 5 minutes is over, I just add the cover and I let it pressure cook for 2 whistles on high. So after that, let the steam release normally. And I know it's very difficult at this point, so go ahead and do some other work. So once the steam is released, you can take it out and eat it, and you can see how well it gets made. It's totally full of juice and it's yum. So give it a try and let me know. So this you can make very quickly, and for that you just need few ingredients. First, I have heated around 1/4 cup of water, to which I have added few drops of cardamom essence and around 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. And now I am adding around 3 tablespoons of milk powder. I usually eyeball this recipe, but for the purpose of the video I am trying to share the exact measure. So if you like it more sweet, go ahead and add a little bit of more sugar. Now I let it simmer for around 2 to 3 minutes, and once the sugar has melted, I'm just adding the desiccated coconut powder. This is very easily available in the store, and I'll just mix it thoroughly so that the water is totally absorbed by the coconut powder, and then I will cook it in very low steam, stirring it continuously. Otherwise I'll end up getting a brown color to this, which I really don't like. I like it snow white, so I keep the flame very low, and this cooking requires around 5-6 minutes. So yeah, once done, I'm just checking if it binds together, and once it does, I'll take it off the flame. So now I'm just rolling it into laddu, and I'm using a mold which has been passed on to me by my mother, and this is a really old one which is made out of stone. And yes, I've seen my mom using this molds since my very childhood. So yeah, this first few you will definitely end up breaking a few. I at least do, but as you keep doing, you get a hang of it. If you don't have this mold, you can use cookie cutter or give it a shape of a pera. Be creative, I mean to say, it's not a limitation. So yeah, I ended up making a few Sandesh and a few laddus. So using the same mixture, I just roll it into balls, and I'm coating it with desiccated coconut powder just to make it look good. That is all that you need to do. So you can start and end in 8 minutes and serve it to your guests. Like, it is super easy and it will melt in your mouth. So hope you give it a try and do tell me how do you like these recipes. Also, if you are new, do consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to hit the like button if you feel like doing so, and share your feedback. See you in the next video. Till then, bye, take care.